achieve that by playing king to g7. Now, I don't know what black can do here. There is two things for them. Either they move the pawn, that looks unstoppable, right? Or they get closer with the king over to b6 to stopping our pawn. So we could take them one by one. But let's look at the most frightening one, black pawn going down the board. What to do? Keep moving on the diagonal. This is the key stuff. You have to keep moving king diagonally, again, towards the center of the board, where you will be steering either towards the white pawn or towards the black pawn. Again, what do you think black's going to do here? Moving king to b6 or moving the pawn down? It doesn't matter. Let's say they move the pawn down, right? Now you are steering towards your pawn on c6. Obviously, you can't stop the black pawn. You never could have stopped the black pawn if they were to just racing. But, as we said, there is a twofold purpose here. Now, the white king steering towards defending its own pawn. And now you go e7, for instance. And if you say, yeah, but the other guy's going to get a queen. When they get a queen, you're going to get a queen with your own pawn. And if you say, yeah, but the king's going to attack my white pawn, let them try, because you're going to play now king to d7. And actually, you're going to pushing c7 and c8, which are not stoppable. And that's exactly how you do not lose. They get a queen, you get a queen, right? So they push, you push, they push, they get a queen, you do get a queen. So this is a draw with the most perfect game. Let me just go backwards a little bit, because some of you may inquire, wait a second, what if now they actually moving the king? How am I going to defend my c6? Now you do not defend the pawn. You're moving king again diagonally. And if you say, wait, but I'm too late, I can't protect my c6. Well, who's that? Okay, black's turn now. So if they capture the white pawn on c6, you already have a great chance now to moving into the promotion square. So now they can't make it past your king. You've already in the promotion square, right? So whatever they choose to play now here, white is going to draw. In this crazy looking like endgame, you don't lose. That's the great stuff. You move the king towards the pawn, and if they get the black king on c6, you again moving on to e5, and you are able to either capture the black pawn or support your pawn. Because now if they move down the board, you can't stop the black pawn, but you could definitely protect your c6. They move, you move. They promote, you promote. I hope, guys, this is clear. If not, we're going to keep practicing this for a couple of times. You could set up the position on the board editor, either leechess.org or chess.com, or we can discuss this on the next live stream. Thanks very much for watching this famous Rook Endgame of Reti.